They called it the hardest karate in the world, a style forged in pain, molded by discipline, and ruled by a man who fought bulls with his bare hands. This is Kyokushin, and this is the brutal truth behind the world's hardest karate. Before we begin, if you're passionate about martial arts history, combat philosophy, and the real stories behind the legends, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and become part of the Archangel Dojo family. Now let's go back to where it all began. His name was Mas Oyama, but he was born Choi Yong-Yui in Korea under Japanese rule. As a teenager, he trained under Gichin Funakoshi, the founder of Shotokan. But Oyama wanted more. He wasn't satisfied with the clean lines and distant strikes of traditional dojo karate. So he sought out Gogen Yamaguchi, the legendary cat of Japanese karate, and began training in Goju Ryu, a style that emphasized circular movement, breath control, and raw internal power. From Yamaguchi, Oyama absorbed the hardness of Sanchin, the focused breathing, the rooted stance, and the idea that a true warrior is both soft and hard, gentle like the wind, yet crushing like stone. But even that wasn't enough. Oyama disappeared into the mountains to train alone, in isolation, like a samurai in exile. 1,000 punches, 1,000 kicks, every single day. He meditated under freezing waterfalls. He wrestled bulls and broke their horns, or so the legend says. Some say it was myth, others say it was madness. But one thing is certain. Oyama built something that changed karate forever. After returning from the mountains, Mas Oyama didn't just bring back strength. He brought back a new way to fight, a style that rejected illusion and embraced the real. In the early 1950s, most karate schools in Japan focused on kata and light contact sparring. Students stopped punches before impact. Fights were measured by form, never by force. Oyama saw this as a betrayal of karate's origins. He believed combat should hurt, that a warrior's body should be tested, not protected. So he created Kyokushin, a style based on full-contact kumite. No gloves, no point fighting, just bone on bone. But there was one exception: no punches to the face. To outsiders, that sounds like a limitation. But to Oyama, it was practical. He wanted daily sparring, and daily sparring without gloves. Without that one rule, Kyokushin would become a hospital, not a dojo. Punches to the body, legs, and head kicks were fair game. But fists stayed off the face. That didn't make fights easier. It made fighters tougher. Because when you take away punches to the head, you rely on conditioning, timing, and iron will. You don't win by scoring points. You win by breaking your opponent's spirit. Over time, this rule became a hallmark of Kyokushin identity, respected by some, misunderstood by others. But even today, in a world obsessed with highlight reels and knockouts, Kyokushin remains rooted in Oyama's ideal. Karate that tests your soul, not just your technique. Kyokushin means ultimate truth, but its truth isn't written in books, it's carved into bone. In Kyokushin, the philosophy is physical. You don't recite it, you endure it. Every stance must be rooted in purpose. Every strike must be delivered with conviction. The dojo isn't a safe space, it's a battlefield. No point fighting, no tap-touch matches, just real contact, real consequences. At the heart of Kyokushin is one word: osu. It means patience under pressure, respect in the face of pain, and unwavering resolve when your legs no longer move. Osu is more than a word. It's a vow, a promise to yourself that no matter what happens, you will not quit. In Kyokushin, a black belt isn't bought, it's earned, through bruises, through blood. Training isn't flashy, it's raw, hundreds of push-ups, endless kihon, sparring rounds that leave your lungs burning, and then there's the final test, the one that separates talkers from warriors, the 100-man kumite. One man, 100 opponents. No breaks, no pads, just willpower and pain tolerance. It's not about winning every round. It's about showing that your spirit is unbreakable. Few ever attempted it. Fewer survived it. Oyama completed it 3 times. Today, it remains one of the most feared and respected trials in martial arts history. From juniors to seniors, Kyokushin evolves protective gear gradually. Children start with full headgear, gloves, shin guards, chest shields. Teenagers begin to lose pads, but young women keep breast protectors. Adults fight bare-knuckle, bare-leg using only groin cups and soft breast guards under a t-shirt. No shin guards, no gloves, no mercy. Real knockdowns decide winners. Women keep soft breast protection until the senior category under a white t-shirt. Most people associate MMA with BJJ, wrestling, and Muay Thai. But beneath the surface, Kyokushin's spirit is deeply woven into modern combat sports. Fighters like Bas Rutten and Uriah Hall carried Kyokushin into the cage with precision and power. Georges St-Pierre started in Kyokushin before picking up gloves. But Kyokushin's greatest impact wasn't just in MMA. It was in the golden era of K1 kickboxing. Francisco Filho, a legend of both Kyokushin and K1, knocked out elite kickboxers with calm brutality and unshakable spirit. Glauber Feitosa, with his signature Brazilian kick, made the Kyokushin kicking arsenal famous on the world stage. Sam Greco, tough as nails and precise as a sniper, brought the full-contact philosophy from dojo to stadium. And Nicholas Pettas, known as the Blue-Eyed Samurai, was Oyama's last uchi daishi, a man who proved Kyokushin's effectiveness in both ring and life. Why did these fighters succeed? Because Kyokushin teaches more than techniques. It trains you to withstand pain. It sharpens timing, distance, and the will to go forward even when broken. The wide stances, explosive kicks, and psychological conditioning all became lethal tools in combat sports. In the world of fighting, Kyokushin isn't flashy, it's functional, it's fierce, and it never forgets why you fight in the first place. After Oyama's death in 1994, Kyokushin faced its greatest challenge, not from outside, but from within. Without its founder, the organization fractured. Political splits, lawsuits, new federations, IKO, IKO-1, Shinkyokushin, each claimed to carry Oyama's true legacy. But the truth? Legacy doesn't live in logos. It lives in the sweat of the dojos, in the bruises of the next generation. Kyokushin continues to evolve. From underground tournaments to karate combat, the spirit remains. Raw, relentless, real. And in a world craving authenticity, Kyokushin still has something to teach us all. So, after Oyama's death, Kyokushin splintered into multiple factions. But in 2011, Kyokushin World Union was founded by several separated organizations with motto, "Time to be United." Soon, many federations started to cooperate in order to realize who is the best Kyokushin fighter really. Out of KWU emerged SENSHI, a pro league fusing traditional karate with K1 and MMA. 3 rule sets power SENSHI ring: full contact, heavy punches, kicks, 1 knee after clinch. SENSHI adds elbows, throws, sweeps, and clinching. Open, stand-up plus 30-second ground game, chokes and Achilles locks allowed. It's martial arts reborn. Head strikes, real knees, short grappling, all live on TV. Reddit said, looks exactly like Kickboxing League, but with karate attributes. Kyokushin is not for everyone. It doesn't hand out trophies. It doesn't flatter your ego. It breaks you, then asks if you're willing to rebuild. It's not about flashy belts or online certificates. It's about one word: Osu, a warrior's vow, a way of life. If this story moved you, share it. leave a comment below. Would you survive the 100-man kumite? And if you want to support in-depth martial arts content, join our Patreon. We're building a community of fighters, thinkers, and storytellers, exclusive breakdowns, behind-the-scenes content, and the journey of writing our next book together. Links in the description. Osu.